This story was sent in by someone who swears it really happened during his time at a boarding school in 2014. If you've ever attended a boarding school in Africa, you know nights can feel different. Quiet, but not peaceful. Empty, but never truly alone. I was 14 when my parents sent me to St. Vincent's boarding school. The first week was normal noise, seniors shouting, the smell of beans everywhere. But the boys in my hostel kept warning me about one thing. One whispering, Elmo, if you wake up at night and hear someone crying, don't stand up. Just cover your head. I thought they were joking, until the night I heard it myself. Round 2:30 a.m., I woke up to someone sobbing quietly, not the loud, dramatic type. No. This was soft, broken, like someone trying their hardest not to be heard. I sat up on my bunk. Everywhere was dark. Every boy was asleep. But the crying kept going. It sounded like it was coming from the corridor. Against all warnings, I stepped out. The corridor was freezing, and at the far end, by the prefect's room, I saw someone sitting on the floor. A boy. Small. Bald. Wearing an old, oversized school uniform. He was facing the wall, crying softly. I didn't recognize him. Me. Hey, what happened? He didn't turn. He just whispered so quietly I almost didn't hear him. Boy whispering, please, don't tell them I'm here. My heart started beating fast at me. Tell who? No answer. Just quiet crying. I stepped forward. But as soon as I moved, one of the prefects behind me shouted, Prefect, you! What are you doing awake? I jumped and pointed down the corridor. Me, sir, there's a boy crying there. But the corridor was empty. No boy. No sound. Nothing. The prefect dragged me back to bed and warned me never to wander at night again. The next day, I asked the seniors about the boy I saw. Their faces changed. Senior, you saw him. Which prefect side? Describe him. When I did, one of them sighed loudly and sat down. Senior, serious. 3 years ago, a junior boy died in that corridor. The room went silent. Senior, he was always bullied by the prefects. Locked out at night. Starved. One night he tried to report them, but he never made it to the principal's office. My stomach dropped. Senior, they said he fell, but everyone knows he was pushed. I asked why nobody talked about it. The senior looked around, lowered his voice. Senior, the prefect in charge that year is still here. He repeated, and the crying started right after. I wanted to believe it was all rumors, until the next night, around 3 a.m., SFX, crying begins again, clearer this time. Same crying, but this time, it was right outside my window. I froze. I didn't move, didn't breathe. Then I heard it a knock, just one. Soft, slow. Right beside my bed. I turned slowly, and saw a shadow standing outside the window. Small, the size of a junior boy. And then, it whispered, voice, please, don't let them hurt me again. The voice cracked, like someone who had been crying for hours. I screamed, and the whole hostel woke up. Prefects rushed in and started shouting. But the boy was gone. The next morning, the principal called an assembly. Apparently, the prefect who repeated, the one connected to the incident years ago, had packed his things in the middle of the night and left school. Without permission, left everything behind. Nobody knew why. Nobody saw him leave, but the juniors. In his room said he woke up at 3 a.m. screaming, crying, begging someone to leave him alone. Never came back. Every year after that, new students claim they heard the crying always at night, always near the prefect's room. Some say it's just trauma from how boarding schools treat juniors. Some say it's guilt echoing forever. But one thing is certain, if you ever find yourself in a boarding school and you wake up to soft crying in the corridor, don't go and check. Don't open your door. And whatever you do, don't respond, because you might find a boy crying for help long after he's gone. Before you scroll, Just know that part 2 is already on the way. But YouTube won't show it to you unless you subscribe. Don't be the one who hears about it later.